All right, welcome back to Savage Bowling TV's presentation of the Indiana Scratch Classic. We're down to our final four competitors, and one that just kind of snuck his way in here, Zach Newman. And Zach, you struggled the first game shooting 189, but you found something on the next pair. You shot 243, and now you find yourself reigning on the lefty parade here.
Yeah, so it was really tight on the starting pair. I'd bowled there the game before, or the block before. So I already knew it was kind of tight. I went a clean 205 there last set, so it was kind of, I knew I didn't like that pair, so I just kind of tried to survive and hope the next pair was a little nicer. And thankfully it was.
Well, you're coming on a pair now, 5 and 6, that hasn't been bowled on for a couple of rounds. What's your game plan, your strategy that you have here in this two-game set for the title?
Try to stay clean and just keep it in front of me. It's the game plan.
All right, you're thinking keep it clean, throw some strikes, put some pressure on your opponents?
Well, that's the game plan. Let's hope it goes that way.
All right, best of luck, Zach. Chad, it's going to be an interesting match here between these four guys, and we'll try to get a couple more interviews here with the players as we proceed here. Brought Matt Sanders, a familiar face here to everyone at the Indiana Scratch Classic. And Matt, you're looking for your second title here in this tournament. What is it about the Indiana Scratch Classic and Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl that you like so well?
I don't know. I've been really lucky so far. Even in high school, I bowled well in here, so it's pretty comfortable in here. I mean, there's going to be squads where you don't bowl as well, but just somehow it goes well so far. So hopefully today is the same.
Well, we talked to Zach a few minutes ago, and Zach was saying, hey, he's going to try to keep the lane in front of him, make spares, throw some strikes, put some pressure on your opponents. Do you have a strategy involved?
I don't know, man. I mean, I feel like I'm going to have to throw a lot of strikes, but I was also told that I'm apparently the oldest in this finals, so I'd rather not ever be told that again for another 20 years. So we'll see. We'll see if I can keep striking with them.
That's kind of scary, you being the oldest. Weren't you in high school not too long ago? But how important to you, though, would it be to have that second title here in this tournament?
That'd be great. Actually, that'd be three, I think. That'd be three. I think I won it twice. So, yeah, having three, I want to get the Masters as well, but to have any sort of state title would be awesome. So it'd be awesome.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Matt Sanders looks to be one of the favorites. He had a big 470 set here in this first in the round of 9, so Matt could be one of the favorites here as we go on with the Indiana Scratch Classic. We'll be back for more right after this. Welcome back to the Indiana Scratch Classic here from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. And in the Final Four is Brent Boho. And Brent, you were just steady as can be. But I noticed you made some changes throughout the tournament. You went outside right with some urethane, and that seemed to prove very effective for you as you now made your way into the title match.
Yeah, thankfully I went back on 3 and 4 there, and it was a pair I had 277 on the round before. So I knew it was tighter. So I did not bowl well the first half of the game. Made a ball change to the fast pitch, different look in urethane, and was able to get it off the gutter a little bit stronger and threw a 3-bagger to get in.
Well, 5 and 6 hasn't been used now for a couple of rounds, so I assume we think they're going to play a little bit tighter. Are you going to have that same strategy here in this title match?
Yeah, I already hit the urethane, so we'll see. We'll see if me and Zach can make them nice for the right side here and see if we got a chance.
How important in your mind was it to have that second righty on this pair, maybe to kind of help have a little, maybe a righty versus lefty match here in this title?
I'm not sure. I guess time will tell. I thought maybe having 3 lefties and 1 righty would be a benefit to the right side just because the lefties would kind of make it hard for themselves, or they might make them easy. You never know how it's going to play, so we'll see, I guess, how 2 righties fare. We'll see if we help each other out.
How important for you, I know you bowl very competitively on the tour and you've making a living out here, how important for you would it be to win a state title here?
Pretty important. I've been really struggling the last few months, so this would mean a lot to me to actually come out of here with a win.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Brent Boho. We're going to get a word here with Ryan Burton, who not only bowls for Purdue, now finds himself bowling for a championship here at Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. And Ryan, steady every round, shooting big numbers, 460s, 490s. What's the key to success here for you so far?
Well, the oil pattern definitely is playing to my strengths. I'm doing what I want to do, and I've been able to stay in the pocket make spares, and that's been leading to 230s, 240s, not missing the pocket, not shooting those 200s, 210s with the split in there. So really just staying in the pocket, making spares, trying to throw every shot like it's my last.
Well, you got quite a few fans out here watching. A lot of your teammates come out here to support you. How important for you, not only as a college board, but to stake a state title claim here? Not because you're originally not from Indiana, you're from California, I believe, right? How important would it be to stamp your name here on one of those banners we have hanging up?
Incredibly important. I came out here about 4 years ago, and I've really been looking to make my name known out here, and I feel like a state title would do that.
All right, best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Ryan Burton looking to take his title or put his name on this title here at the Indiana Scratch Classic. We'll be back for the title match after this short timeout. This should be one entertaining match. Again, want to thank our sponsors, the Brands of Brunswick. Can't thank Mike Dole and his staff enough for being involved in all of our live streams here on Savage Bowling TV. I also want to thank RT Tour Experience, Ronnie Russell and EJ Tackett's Pro Shop, with locations in Pinheads and Fishers and All-Star Bowl in Indianapolis. Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. A1 Automotive, the Car Doctors out of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Big Four Socks and Pinheads Bowling and Entertainment in Fishers. Want to thank those sponsors for being involved in our live streams and supporting the Indiana State USBC. And Kathleen, thank you. Matt did win in 2016 and 2019.
There we go.
And I knew it was 2019. I forgot about 2016. That seems like ages ago. And I couldn't believe that Matt Sanders is the elder statesman of this Final Four.
The craziest stat of them all.
It's just, that's insane to me. Matt Sanders is a young pup in my standards.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a few seconds remaining here in practice, and obviously it's going to be interesting to see just how these lanes break down and what kind of moves these players are going to have to make. Last practice shot here from Ryan Burton. Now, Chad, in your mind, how much different will 5 and 6 be with it being out of play here now for a couple of rounds, or at least one round?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fresher back end, overall, tighter. But how that plays into everybody's game, that remains to be seen. I think for some it's going to be an advantage, some will be a disadvantage. And I'm not sure if any of these players hit 5 and 6.
All right,
the last couple rounds.
Yeah, Zach Newman with the first shot of the match. Oh, and a beautiful shot. Now, from what I was told, both Zach and Brent in qualifying didn't really play outside with urethane, and then I think they've kind of seen what the lefts were doing, and both players have migrated with urethane way outside as Ryan Burton strikes again. Now, Matt Sanders, flat 7. Obviously, Matt has the most experience of these four players. Now, Brent Boho bowls a lot. He bowls for a living.
Yeah.
But as he said in our interview, he hasn't been bowling very well lately. So this, big deal for him. 4-pin. Two-game total pins will determine the Scratch Classic champion.
Easy spare.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
My goodness.
Shaking his hand. Did he hurt himself? Middle finger.
I'm wondering if You bowl a lot of games like he does. If he doesn't have maybe a little bit of a blister or you bowl the number of games that these guys do.
It's something like that because he was looking at a specific spot on his finger.
Zach comes in light to 2-8. Ryan Burton with a double to start. And that's about what Ryan has done all weekend.
His confidence has got to be sky high right now. And it kind of showed in his interview.
Oh, great recovery. You just don't want to give up too many single pin spares.
No.
And good spare there from Zach Newman. Right now, Ryan leading the way with a double. 10-pin lead on the pair here after 2 frames. And a good shot there from Matt. He strikes in the second. Looking to become the first 3-time winner of the Indiana Scratch Classic. Zach coming in light with leaving just the 2-pin. After a great shot in his first frame, the last 2 balls coming in light. And now Ryan Burton. Another strike.
He's going to try to put this away early. Yeah,
Well, of course, that's his hopes. These other 3 guys are going to have something to say about that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's a great trip. Almost a 4-9, and the 4 takes out the 9. Much needed double there from Brent Boho.
Looks down at the approaches.
Yeah,
Release that.
I don't know if he's stuck or what, but he got that ball just a hair inside of his, I think where he wanted to have it, his target was. Yeah, 6-pin conversion here for Matt, and he makes it. Right now he's looking at a 20-pin deficit to Ryan Burton early here, game number 1. Again, bowlers will bowl 2 games. The highest 2-game total will be the champion. And not only do you get a nice check, but you also get a nice Eagle trophy and that state title to your resume. And now Ryan Burton coming in high with a 2-7 baby split. Again, you're watching the Indiana Scratch Classic here on Savage Bowling TV. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester in the broadcast booth. Now he'll go back up at it, and what a conversion.
And if you can master that, it makes those 7 pins easy and those spares like that.
Yeah. Well, and you're just, somebody might be watching. It's like, what's he doing? But he throws back up at all those left side spares.
I mean, I wish I could throw at a 7-pin right-handed.
My wrist doesn't go that way.
No,
I can't
God,
do that. Now Brent Boho here working on a double, 4th frame. Right lane. Brent, originally from Wisconsin, now resides in Indianapolis. And a good 7-pin spare there for Matt. But he's only got 1 strike in 4 frames.
Yeah, if he can kick those 7s out.
Good shot there from Zach.
Nice shot.
And how big right now is that single pin miss for Brent? Because he would be in the lead. A strike would give him a 1-pin lead over Ryan Burton. Now Matt Sanders here, right lane, 5th frame. Bucket.
Oh.
Boy. Wow. You just kind of watching his ball reaction, Chad, and it just...
Not very good.
Yeah, it's not where he wants it to be.
No.
His 2 7-pins were flat, and then he got one in a little bit, and it left a 6.
I mean, you got to hope he can get that ball to roll in the right area. It's a little bit in.
Oh.
Almost got away with it. Fortunately, with the 9-pin there.
Yeah, look right now. He's got a big blister on his finger, Chad, that looks like it might have opened up a little bit. And
just new skin's not going to help that. It's just going to rip right off.
And he's just going to have to fight through it. I'm sure it hurts like crazy.
Oh, God, yeah. I've been there, done that.
Comes in high, 6-pin. It's amazing how that urethane ball just starts to hook and then it just kind of just stops right at the head pin. All right, Zach Newman now with the double. Clawing his way back in. So he's got a 10-pin. Ryan Burns got a 10-pin lead over Zach Newman. And a 10-pin lead over Brent Boho. Brent and Zach are basically tied right now, all square. There's
a good shot. That's what he wants
the carry.
to see.
Yeah, there's the carry he's wanting. Boy, and you just don't count Matt out.
No.
You know, Matt's willing to grind. And he's been through the wars. He's made TV shows on the PBA Tour. He knows how to perform in clutch situations.
You know, he's not too far out of it. It's about staying patient.
Great shot there from Brent. All right, now Ryan Burton stepping up here in the 7th frame, spare in the 6th.
Oh.
7-pin.
Now he's kind of stopped striking.
And Zach does not. Boy, what a story this would be for him. 189 in game 1 of the round of 9. Looked like he had no chance. Moves over to 11 and 12. Or excuse me, 9 and 10. And
finds something and strikes out for 243 and
Sneaks in.
sneaks in and that needs to slow down. Yep. 6-10. You can just see that ball started to read early.
Yeah.
You know, and the thing about even these players, they're battling the lane condition. They're not battling themselves.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a battle with the
Mhm.
lane. And it's much easier when you're battling yourself. That's a hard one.
Oh, nice shot.
Double. And he's got a good ball reaction.
Both right-handers do.
And spare there for Matt Sanders. Well, we're through 7 frames, and right now, Brent Boho has the lead. He is up 11. Actually, he is all square with Zach Newman. But he's got both of them have an 11-pin lead over Ryan Burton. And there's another great shot. Both got all these players are very steady. I mean, all guys look really calm.
And how crazy is it that all 4 players are outside? Nobody's hooking the lane. And they're the ones that have succeeded throughout this whole tournament.
Yeah, and right now it's, in all reality, it looks like to me, on a hard pattern, it's a battle of carry right now.
Yeah.
Who can carry the most? And you just want to avoid the one shot that really puts you in trouble.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's hard to hit the pocket. It's hard to get all of them down.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's the one miss. 3-6-10 for Brent. Now Ryan Burton looking to capitalize here. Oh, and he does. There's where that 2 hands come in play. You get that little extra rev on it.
Yeah, because it looked like it was going to go too long.
Instead of the flat 7, you're mixing them all up. Big spare here early.
Oh, wow.
That's 2 opens in this game for Brent. Now Zach Newman with an 11-pin lead on Ryan Burton can extend that lead to 21 with the strike here in the 9th. And he comes in high, leaving the 3-6-10. You're watching the Indiana Scratch Classic here on Savage Bowling TV from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl in Lafayette, Indiana. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester in the broadcast booth. Want to thank everyone for watching this afternoon. We're down to our final 4 bowlers here. 2-game total will determine the champion. Oh, great shot from Brent.
Way to come back.
And Zach makes the 3-6-10. Good spare there. He can strike out for 235. Now Ryan Burton in the driver's seat for game number 1. Ryan can shoot 247. Matt Sanders here right now. Chad, he's in a strike situation early.
Yeah, he needs a strike to keep up. It's hooked. Yeah.
There's that weak 7.
It just didn't.
Where
rev
Ryan
up.
Burton's still makes that corner.
Yeah.
Matt's labors just a skosh. And that's the difference between sending pins sideways and leaving a flat 7. Zach Newman with the strike here in the 10th. That's going to put him in the 220s. Now Matt with a spare. Now Zach Newman can extend his lead over 3rd with the strike here in the 10th. Right now, Ryan Burton leading the way.
Oh, nice shot.
You can almost hear that ball clip the thumb hole. It's either clipping the thumb hole or the finger hole. He is rolling it well, though. Oh, great shot from Ryan.
Way to finish.
Oh, way to finish.
235. That's a good start.
Oh, great shot
he
there
got that
from
one in too. Standing right behind, so I can see that lay down pretty good. And that was inside a target. Just a little.
must strike there. Big shot for Matt Sanders. He's just trying to stay close right now. Well, this will be put Ryan in the 240s.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's got about a 5 or 6 board.
Impressive.
Area. Yeah.
Well, Aaron, you're one game away from moving back to Indiana. I hope you're ready. Big shot here for Matt Sanders, and he gets it. He's 40 pins behind.
Yeah.
And really, in his mind, hasn't bowled a terrible game.
You know, with the way Ryan and Zach's bowling, you got to figure that's going to be tough to make up. This is where he needs to use his fill ball to try to figure something out.
I don't think he's going to move anywhere, Chad. I think he's just going to try to, in his mind, throw better shots. Oh. I think that's going to be his game plan right there.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw it better in his mind. 205 finish for Matt Sanders. I want to thank everyone for watching once again here on Savage Bowling TV. Want to thank our sponsors, the brands of Brunswick, RT Tour Experience, Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl, Big Four Socks, A1 Automotive, and Pinheads Bowling and Entertainment. Also want to thank the Indiana State USBC and their staff for putting these great events on and allowing us to live stream them. Comes in high, 3, 6, 10, 200 on the nose.
Yeah, he went and got another ball.
All right.
One more game to go.
Ryan Burton leading the way. We'll be back with game number 2 in our title match right after this short timeout. Okay, here we go. One game to decide it. Ryan Burton with a 12-pin lead on Zach Newman. Oh, and Zach Newman, boy, he is lined up. His last 2 games have been really impressive. 240, 230. But Ryan
Started
Burton,
where he left off.
yeah, Ryan Burton in the round of 9 went 239, 247. That's back-to-back 247 games for Ryan Burton.
Mm-hmm.
And he starts off with another strike. He just doesn't even look phased right now.
No.
You know, it helps to be young and innocent, right? Yeah, I mean,
He
you just don't know any
Looks
different.
like he's just practicing.
You're just throwing a ball down the lane.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is both Matt and Brent got to strike.
Fortunately, he only left a 6.
Matt comes in high. Oh, a great
There you
shot
go.
there from Brent.
Way to start.
Yeah, and, you know, you got nothing. I mean, you have nothing to lose here. You know, you're at the bottom of the totem pole, per se.
Mm-hmm.
The only way to go is up. You know, get loose, throw strikes, and put some pressure on your opponents.
Talking about loose, one person that's very loose is Ryan Burton.
Well, he looks solid.
I mean, Zach's the same way. I mean, to me, it comes down to these two guys. Oh, maybe not.
Wow. He's. That did not look like a bad shot to
No,
me. That
no.
ball just all of a sudden just looked like it was on skates and just.
Mhm.
Seeing where Zach ball seemed to just for some reason get past the break point. Ryan doesn't seem to have that issue at all on the left side.
Oh, it's close.
All right. Open frame, frame number 2. Now Ryan Burton extends his lead by 44 pins over Zach Newman. Great
Good
shot. Now, here's the thing. Ryan can't put the cart before the horse. He's got to,
Right.
you know,
Yep.
he can't be thinking about
got
what's
this.
ahead. But
Mhm.
you know what? I don't even think that's registering with him
No.
right now. He seems to be very calm, cool. Matt giving the sarcastic fist pump there.
I mean, we've seen Ryan shoot 300s and 800s in the league, and he's kind of the same way. Then he just, it's not like it's a big deal.
Yeah. I always tell people when you've shot a bunch of big scores, it doesn't faze you when you have a string.
No.
Oh, and he trips the 6. A lot of guys get tight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? When you do it a lot,
It's just like another.
It's just
like
another
shooting
game.
180.
Yeah, absolutely.
220.
That needs to hook when it does. Well, Ryan Burton's forcing the hand of everybody else here. Everybody else has got to strike.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Ryan can't bowl fast enough right now. He is locked.
Yeah.
He's locked and loaded, and he's just ready to go.
Well, if you notice, he doesn't take very much time on the approach.
Yeah. Big shot here for Brent.
Ooh.
He's not out of it. Here's the thing. You get one little mistake can mean 30-some pins in the equation. So Matt re-racking here. Didn't look like
It doesn't look good from here.
the 2 and the 4 looked to be a little funky there.
Yeah.
And that one's better. I believe you only get 2 re-racks per game. So he's used one of them. Oh, he just can't carry. You know, and that's probably his biggest fear. He knew he was going to be able to hit the pocket. Whether or not
Yeah.
the ball will take out the 7, he didn't know. Now Zach's in that same boat. His ball just doesn't want to finish. That's back-to-back weak 10s for Zach Newman. Uh-oh.
And I'm sure he's very frustrated right now.
Well, yeah, he knows that he's down. He's down 70 pins to Burton with only 7 frames to go. He pretty much sees the writing on the wall. It's just frustrating when you're on the same pair and you're throwing shots in the pocket and you can't strike, and Ryan can't miss. Look at that. He just can't miss.
Slaps out the 7. And Brent's just thinking, hoping for a mistake.
Yeah, give me a shot here, Ryan. And Ryan's not going to let it happen right now. All right, four frames through game number 2. All right, Brent, front 3. He's got to continue to strike here. 4th frame, left lane.
Looks good. Oh, just
Wow.
kind of stopped the way too early.
And that pretty much just gave
Ryan the win.
Ryan the title here. He just got to get out of his own way. Keep doing what you're doing. Oh, and he comes in high. God, and Brent's probably just thinking, look, he's shaking his head too. He just knows it. If that carries, this is a totally different match. He's really struggled with shooting in the plastic ball. I don't know if it's a feel issue or what.
Yeah, that blister might come off his hand differently. I don't know. Oh, tried making a run at it.
All right, well, open frame doesn't really hurt Ryan all too much when the guy that was posing the biggest threat opened right before him. Great shot there from Zach. Any hopes here? He's got to get right back
We
on
almost
it.
left another one.
And a flat 10.
7 stood for a minute.
Yeah, and the writing's on the wall for these other guys. They're just... Ooh, wow. Boy, there was a...
Really high flush.
I feel like Matt feels like that's the only chance he's got to carry. He's got to throw him in there deep like that. And really, Ryan's been the only one that's been able to string strikes consistently without too many mistakes, although he did open in the 5th.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Man, if Brent could strike.
Oh, and believe me, he is probably just thinking, oh, my goodness. Pocket 7-10, flat 10. If just those two just go down, this is a different game. Now, that brings Zach Newman back into play here.
Does.
Let's see what we have here. He was just down 12 entering this game. Well, it'd be, if he can throw another strike, Chad, he's only down 8 pins. This
It's not over yet.
It's totally changed here in just 2 frames.
Ooh. You know how that feels.
Oh, I guarantee you Matt's just wanting to scream as loud as he can right now.
You had a late night like that a few weeks ago.
Oh. There's nothing more frustrating when you're just throwing ball after ball in the pocket and the pins just won't cooperate. I mean, it's more than frustrating. Now, what will Ryan Burton do after the last 2 shots? He's got him. It looks like they've just checked up early, but Zach Newman can put a lot of pressure
Right here.
on Ryan's shot
Especially, yeah.
with a strike here in the 7th.
Hold.
Oh, and it
got away
slaps
from
the
that.
4-pin. Silly. Boy, you don't think that made things a little tighter for Ryan.
He knows what he has to do now.
He was in cruise control there for a while.
Moved in a little bit. Oh,
Uh-oh.
too far in.
Wow.
That lead just shrunk a bunch.
First off, Ryan's got to make this spare.
This is choppable.
That needs to hook.
Hook. Oh, no. 3 opens in a row. One of them with a makeable spare.
Boy, and Brent Boho's probably just, he's going crazy too, but now Zach Newman just took the lead sitting down. Unbelievable turn of events here at the Scratch Classic. I think you and I are both just kind of shell-shocked here.
Oh, yeah. After 4 frames, we thought it was over. And Ryan opens in the 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Ryan had probably a 60 to 70 pin lead, and that evaporated in 3 frames. Burton goes open, open, open. Newman goes strike, strike, strike. Oh, Brent strikes, and he's just
shaking his head.
He's got a smirk on his face. He's thinking about that 4th frame, I guarantee you.
Looks like a better shot. Well, he needs to make the spare.
I'm telling you right now, I think this is the first point of which pressure has
gotten to him.
Now, can Zach take control?
Oh, I thought that was a
okay.
4-9.
Here we go. 212 max score for Ryan Burton. 226 for Zach Newman. And that would equal a 2-pin victory for Zach. This is going to come down to the last 2 frames like it always does, Chad.
Yeah.
It never disappoints. Good spare. Here we go, folks. We appreciate you watching here on Savage Bowling TV. Final round of the Indiana Scratch Classic 2-game total pins will determine the champion, and we're down to the final 2 frames, and it's going to come down to the final 2 frames.
That's what makes this format so good.
And Brent Boho not out of it. He needs to strike right here. Got to have it. It's got to hurry. Oh, and he... All right. Unfortunately, that's going to... It's going to come down to Ryan Burton and Zach Newman now. Zach Newman's got a 2-pin lead over Ryan Burton. Ryan's going to get the first shot over here. And really, to be honest, Brent Boho was in it. He could have shot 254, which would have forced Ryan to strike out.
There again, I think that finger got him.
Yeah, he's definitely been looking at it, and he's not going to use it as an excuse, but
No.
Ryan Burton, 9th frame. That looks good.
Yeah.
Oh, great
Right
shot.
back in it.
Boy, you wonder what happened here, frames 5 through 8. Now, Zach Newman can keep the lead here with a strike. Oh, and he does. Oh, my, it's coming down to the 10th frame. Oh, the Scratch Classic never disappoints, Chad. It never does.
Never.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the format. You get more players involved in the championship round, and lots of things can happen. Here we go. 10th frame to decide it between Zach Newman and Ryan Burton.
He didn't get out of that one very good either.
Yeah, that finger has really been bothering him.
Sure, probably when the ball hits a certain spot, it probably burns.
Ooh, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a 3-bagger for Matt Sanders. He's not out of it, though,
No.
Chad. He's not out of it. He can shoot 237. He can get to plus 42. If Ryan Burton doesn't strike here, he's going to be in the 440s.
It could come down to 3 people then.
Zach Newman with a spare strike would be 441.
Hold on, people.
Hold on to your seats.
This is going to be a good finish.
A strike here from Ryan Burton eliminates Matt Sanders. Then we'll come down just to Ryan and Zach.
It looks good.
Oh, and a late trip of the 7 on the messenger.
That was clutch.
That will eliminate Matt Sanders. Now, Zach Newman has to match. Oh, and he doesn't.
Ryan's going to.
Ryan Burton has just won the Indiana Scratch Classic
Wow.
with a clutch strike in the 10th.
So much drama.
Wow. All right, 8 pins. That's going to put him in 200 on the nose. 447, the most Zach Newman can shoot is 441. The most Matt Sanders can shoot is 442 in an open frame.
Well, Matt's going for second.
Matt can still take second place. 194, 429. But your champion of the Scratch Classic is Ryan Burton with a 447. Now Matt Sanders, what could have been if he had any carry?
He carries that.
And he trips. Of course,
He'll think about this tonight. Just
Yeah.
if I carry all those shots, I win.
Yeah, he trips the rack on that shot. What could have been? Ryan Burton doesn't strike there. Matt Sanders could have snuck out of here with his 3rd Scratch Classic. What a title match once again here at the Indiana Scratch Classic. Want to thank our sponsors once again. Big Four Socks. If you're looking for comfort footwear, go to big4socks.com. Also, Pinheads Bowling Center and Entertainment in Fishers, Indiana. A1 Automotive, the car doctors out of Fort Wayne. RT Tour Experience Pro Shops with 2 locations in Pinheads and Fishers and All-Star Bowl in Indianapolis. The Brands of Brunswick. Want to thank the Brands of Brunswick for all their support of the Indiana State USBC events. And Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. Mike, you missed a great championship here at your center, but our champion is some kid from California, Ryan Burton will take the Indiana Scratch Classic. We'll come back after this short timeout and talk with the champion here from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. All right, welcome back to the Indiana Scratch Classic here from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. We have our champion, Ryan Burton, but before we speak to the champion, we have Mr. Bill Kendall here from the Indiana State USBC with some money and a cool-looking trophy. Bill?
Hey, Ryan, pleasure watching you bowl today. On behalf of the Indiana State Bowling Association, I'd like to present you with the Eagle.
Thank you.
And I know this is the part that you really would like to have, check for your winnings.
Thank you.
Thank you for bowling, and congratulations.
All right, thanks, Bill.
Do I have to hold it like this for a picture?
No, you can set it down. So, the kid from California comes into Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl and takes the state championship here at the Indiana Scratch Classic. Tell me, what's going through your mind right now?
Well, I did my best to give it away. The lanes transitioned on me a little bit, and I was really glad that I was able to figure it out, throw 2 really good shots, 9th and 10th, and close it out. And it's seeing this trophy and seeing this check. It's awesome.
Well, let's talk about those 5th and 6th and 7th frames. You were cruising right along and really were in full control. And it looked like you had a couple that checked up a little bit early. Did that catch you off guard a little bit?
Yeah. So the 5th and 6th frame, they checked up a little early. Both went high and split. And the 7th frame, I was expecting, the same amount of friction on the lane, and the 2 shots that I had thrown and Matt had thrown had carried down the lane a little bit and took that friction away. So that 5th, 6th, and 7th was just trying to figure out how a new line to the pocket, and luckily 8th, 9th, and 10th I was able to find that.
Yeah, you made a great shot there, the first ball in the 10th, and I don't know if you knew, but that first ball in the 10th eliminated Matt Sanders, who you kind of let creep back into this, and obviously you and Zach were in a battle that entire game once that happened. But what's it like for a kid from California to have an Indiana State Championship title to your name?
It's amazing. Out in California, it's definitely a less populated bowling scene, and to come out here with all of these amazing bowlers and be the champion, it's really special.
Well, that's one quick thing, too. Bowling for Purdue, how much of that college experience allowed you to be cool, calm, and collected most of this entire day?
A ton. A lot of being in that 5th, 10th frame in college is throwing pressure shots all the time, and you get really good practice on really hard conditions, really good lane play knowledge from college, and all that definitely goes in every time I'm bowling.
All right, well, don't spend all that money too quickly now.
Yeah, no, I'll be going to Vegas for team trials, so it'll probably wait until then.
All right, Ryan Burton, the kid from California, wins the Indiana Scratch Classic. We'll take a short time out, wrap things up here from Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. All right, welcome back here to Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl. Scott Gilmore, Chad Lester here in the broadcast booth, and that'll wrap things up here from Lafayette here for the Indiana Scratch Classic. Again, the champion, the kid from California, Ryan Burton, who bowls for Purdue University, makes a clutch shot in the first ball in the 10th to wrap up the title. And, Chad, you had to be impressed with what seemed to be an easy victory that took a turn for the worse, and then he's able to throw 2 really clutch shots in the 9th and first ball in the 10th.
Yeah, like he said, he had to figure it out, and he cleared out Matt. And that was it. I mean,
well, yeah,
he knew what he had to do.
Yeah, and he, unfortunately, in that 3-frame span, let everyone else back into it. All 3 competitors there at one point was right back into the match. So, again, the kid from California, I can't say that enough, to come out east, bowl for Purdue, and is able to put his name in the record book as an Indiana State champion. It's pretty amazing. Again, want to thank our sponsors, Big 4 Socks, Pinheads Bowling and Entertainment, Mike Aulby's Arrowhead Bowl, A1 Automotive, RT Tour Experience, and the Brands of Brunswick for making this broadcast possible. And again, the Indiana Scratch Classic just never disappoints. It comes down to the 10th frame once again in dramatic fashion as Ryan Burton wins the Indiana Scratch Classic. For Chad Lester, this is Scott Gilmore. We'll see you in February of 2023 for the Indiana State Masters. So long, everyone.